Have you ever noticed people acting differently when they see you in a new light? It's not just your imagination. When you follow your purpose with unique and powerful energy, it affects those around you. Whether it's your strong faith, commitment to your beliefs, honesty, or spiritual nature, others sense it and often don't know how to respond. This special quality can make people act strangely and uncomfortably. They may get frustrated and change their attitude, leaving you wondering, why can't they handle it? It's unfortunate because you're simply living your truth and following your path. However, their reactions can be confusing and annoying. In this video, I'll show you 9 specific behaviors people display when they realize you're the chosen one. These aren't random actions, but clear signs of how your presence impacts them. Let's explore these unsettling attitudes people adopt and help you understand what's really going on. The first behavior people show when they recognize you as the chosen one is sudden distancing. People start to pull away from you without a clear reason. They avoid contact and interact less. This happens because your high-centered energy can be unsettling for those not used to such intensity. They sense something different about you but don't know how to deal with it. This sudden distancing, while hurtful, reflects the changes you're going through. As your energy rises and you align more closely with your purpose, this inner shift shows on the outside. The people around you feel this change, even if they don't consciously understand it. For many, this can be intimidating or even threatening, as your new energy forces them to face parts of themselves they'd rather ignore. For instance, imagine you've always been part of a friend group with shared interests and activities. As you become more in tune with your spirituality and purpose, you might notice these friends inviting you out less or talking to you less often. What was once a strong friendship now seems to be fading. This distancing usually isn't out of meanness but discomfort. Your presence, now charged with higher energy, makes these people uneasy. They might not know why they feel this way, but they sense that something about you has changed. Something that challenges them to look deeper into their own lives. To avoid this discomfort, they choose to distance themselves. This distancing is even more noticeable at work. If your dedication and vision stand out, you might see once friendly co-workers pull away. They talk to you less, and the office feels colder. This happens because your energy level is beyond what they can understand or match. They struggle to connect with you like before. It's essential to understand this so you don't feel rejected or lose heart. This distance actually shows you're growing spiritually and your light is shining brighter, even if it makes others uneasy. The second sign is when people start giving you things for free. While it seems kind, it can get awkward and embarrassing. Picture walking into a coffee shop for a quiet drink and the barista suddenly says, "This one's on us." Or you're browsing books and the store clerk insists on a big discount you didn't ask for. This can happen anywhere. A clothing store offering a free accessory or a salon giving an unexpected free treatment. These gestures, though well-meant, often leave you wondering, why are they doing this? What did I do to deserve it? People act this way because they sense something special about you that's hard to explain. You give off a unique energy that draws people in. When they offer free stuff, they're trying to connect with you, join your circle, or show they admire your unique place in the world. They see you're different, and something about you inspires or fascinates them. Giving without expecting anything back is their way of showing this. Usually, people don't extend such kindness to everyone. But when they see you as special, they offer favors, gifts, and invites to exclusive events. They want to be near you at important times because they know you make a difference. By being close to you, they hope to soak up some of that special energy. This behavior can quickly grow out of hand, leaving you feeling overwhelmed. You might just want to be treated normally and respectfully without these generous acts turning into a feeling of debt. People often say things like, "Let me get that for you," or invite you places, hoping you'll return the favor someday. They might say, "Remember me when you're even more successful," trying to secure a spot in future achievements. It's crucial to stay grounded and true to yourself when faced with these behaviors. While it's flattering to be seen as unique, it's important to maintain healthy boundaries. You don't owe anyone anything for their unsolicited kindness. Remember, your worth isn't tied to what others think of you or what they give you. Stay focused on your path and purpose, treating everyone with equal respect and kindness, regardless of how they treat you. This balance will help you navigate these situations with grace and integrity. While these actions often come from a good place, they can create expectations. It's vital to know how to handle these situations. Accepting favors can open doors and create chances, but it might also make you feel like you owe something back. If these offers bother you or feel limited, you must set limits and politely but firmly say no when needed. The key is to stay true to yourself. Don't feel you must repay just because someone gave you something. Accept or decline these offers based on what's best for you without needing to give back. Remember, people are drawn to your strength because they see value in you. Enjoy the recognition and good attention it brings, but always keep your limits clear to protect your comfort and freedom. This way, you can handle these interactions with confidence and balance, making sure your unique qualities are respected and valued without becoming uncomfortable. The third behavior is the support that hides jealousy. As you stand out, you might notice some people around you show support that seems real initially, but has a hint of negativity. They might celebrate your wins at first, but then bring up small doubts, asking if you're really ready for what's next, or hinting that your chosen path might be harder than it looks. This behavior can be subtle, almost invisible, but over time, these interactions can wear you down. The words might sound caring or like good advice, but they carry a certain weight, a hidden attempt to make you rethink your choices or even doubt what once seemed so clear. These people might suggest that what you're doing is too risky or that you should think again about your choices, always with a tone that mixes concern and doubt. Instead of lifting you and celebrating your wins, this behavior creates uncertainty where the support offered comes with a dose of judgment or hesitation. This hidden jealousy is harmful because, while not aggressive or openly negative, it slowly chips away at your self-confidence. It's a subtle influence that, if not spotted, can affect your mental and emotional state, making you question your worth or the decisions that once felt so solid. Protecting yourself from this kind of influence is crucial to keep moving forward and stay at peace. Recognizing when support comes with hidden motives or emotions that aren't yours can help you stay focused on your path without being thrown off by doubts that don't belong to you. It's important to value true support, the kind that celebrates your achievements without trying to make them smaller or view them negatively. The fourth annoying behavior is people's constant need to be close to you once they realize who you truly are. As your energy becomes more positive and uplifting, you draw people in almost irresistibly. They feel pulled towards you as if something about you is magnetic. It's like how, in Bible stories, crowds gathered around figures like Moses, seeking guidance or just to be near, thinking that being close to God could somehow bless or guide them. In the same way, you might find yourself surrounded by people who, even without knowing why, are drawn to your presence. Picture walking into a room, and before you know it, people start coming up to you, wanting to chat or just be nearby. Maybe you're at a party or even trying to relax, and suddenly you're surrounded by folks who seem to be looking for something in your presence. Just like Elisha, whom people sought out for prophecies or godly advice, those around you might see in you a source of something they lack and try hard to stay close to catch some of that energy. This constant need for people to be near can feel overwhelming. You might feel like your personal space is being invaded, as if you can't get a moment's peace. People might try to touch you, get too close, or even follow you around, thinking that being near you will bring them good fortune. This might remind you of Bartimaeus, who, though blind, called out to Jesus in the crowd, believing that being close would heal him. These actions show that people see something special in you, something that makes them want to be close at any cost. But this constant attention is also a big challenge. You must learn how to balance people's desire to connect with you and your need to protect your space and inner calm. While it's nice that people feel this pull toward you, it's crucial that you set boundaries so this closeness doesn't drain you or make you uncomfortable. It's important to handle these interactions with care, keeping your own peace while respecting others' wishes to connect. The fifth irritating behavior is jealousy, which can pop up unexpectedly and seemingly without reason when people find out you're the chosen one. This feeling, which often doesn't make sense, leads the person to push you away to feel better about themselves. This behavior can come from friends, acquaintances, or co-workers. Out of nowhere, someone who was close starts acting distant and cold, and you're left wondering if you did something wrong when in fact you didn't do anything at all. This pushing away often comes from feeling unsure and wanting to feel better about oneself. It's a confusing and hurtful way to act. One minute things seem okay, and the next, this person treats you like they're above you, using distance to make themselves feel important. When you try to figure out what's going on, you might make them feel even more superior, even if it's just for a short time. It can be hard to accept this situation because it hurts to realize someone can act this way for no real reason. The Bible has many similar stories. Think about how Joseph's brothers felt jealous when they saw he was favored and had dreams of greatness. They tried to get rid of him, not because Joseph did anything wrong, but because they couldn't stand the idea that he was special. Another example is Saul and David's relationship, where Saul, eaten up by jealousy, tried many times to hurt David, even though David was loyal and dedicated. People who act this way often behave like emotional vampires, trying to suck up your energy to make up for what they feel they're missing. They see your light, your special energy, and even if they don't admit it, they know you have something they don't. To deal with this difference, they push you away and try to bring you down to their level. They want to control you, and when they realize they can't, they try to hurt your feelings, hoping to make you feel as low as they do. This behavior is common in people who use others' emotions for gain. They feel better when they see you mess up, as it helps them hide their insecurities. But it's important to remember that this pushing away isn't about you, it's about them and their inner struggles. They have a hard time dealing with your success and uniqueness. Understanding this can help you face these tough interactions more calmly, knowing their behavior shows their problems, not your worth. The sixth annoying behavior you might face when people realize you're the chosen one is when they intentionally ignore you. Unlike pushing you away, ignoring you is a quiet but deliberate act to shake your confidence. People do this in a planned way, driven by self-interest and wanting to feel better than others. When someone chooses to ignore you, they're trying to make you seem less important so they can feel better about themselves. It's a competitive move driven by fear of your success, hard work, and inner light. This deliberate ignoring takes many forms. They act like you're not there, avoiding your messages, pretending to be too busy, or not noticing your social media wins. It's all about jealousy and wanting to bring you down. Picture a co-worker who knows your project did well, but never says a word, even when everyone else talks about it. Or maybe a friend who doesn't react when you share big news, like finishing a course or starting a business. They might even try to avoid discussing it when you meet, like they're purposely ignoring your success. This behavior is quiet, but really harmful. The person ignoring you is trying to look busy or successful, but they're really just trying to make you feel small. It's a trick to make you doubt yourself and your achievements. What makes this ignoring even worse is that it's planned. You might notice that right after you try to reach out, they suddenly show how busy they are with something more important, completely ignoring your attempts to connect. This clearly shows what they really want, to bring you down so they can feel better. It's a toxic way of thinking that comes from being unable to be happy for others without feeling scared or jealous. Understanding this behavior is key to dealing with it better. Remember that when people ignore you, it's not about your worth, but their insecurities. By staying confident and true to yourself, you can overcome these small attempts to dim your light and keep shining, no matter what negativity is around you. The seventh annoying behavior people show when they realize you're special is always needing to brag about themselves. Some people feel they have to highlight their achievements whenever they're near you. Every conversation becomes a chance for them to boast about what they've done lately. They might mention renovating their house or being invited to a fancy dinner. They'll talk about their latest expensive purchases, work bonuses, or fancy trips they're planning. This constant showing off can get really tiring, especially when you have to listen and realize they're just trying to outshine you. Even if you try to be kind and supportive, they're clearly trying to compete with you. They want to match or beat your energy, always emphasizing their achievements. This behavior often stems from believing they can match your level by showcasing their successes. What's even more frustrating is their lack of interest in your accomplishments. When you share something positive about your life, they change the subject or act uninterested. They might pretend to be busy or respond without enthusiasm, making it clear that they're not interested in a two-way conversation, but in dominating the discussion with their achievements. This constant need to brag is actually a way of competing with you without openly acknowledging your value. They avoid admitting they see you as someone special, so they try to grab attention by discussing their successes. It's a subtle but ongoing form of rivalry, driven by their insecurities and desire to be considered equally important or successful. The eighth annoying behavior people might show when they realize you're special is downplaying your abilities or achievements. Instead of recognizing what you've accomplished, they might try to make it seem less important. This happens when you share something significant, like a work milestone or personal achievement, and they respond with comments that devalue your effort. They might say it was just luck, or anyone could have done the same. These people also tend to shift the conversation back to themselves, trying to take the spotlight off your achievement. If you mention completing a tough course or a successful project, they quickly change the topic to something they're doing or have done, trying to overshadow your accomplishment. This behavior is frustrating because instead of celebrating your success, these people try to make it seem ordinary or unimportant. It's another subtle way of competing with you without openly admitting it. They prefer to minimize your achievements to feel better about their abilities. When you notice this happening, it's important not to let these attitudes shake your confidence. Your achievements are valuable, and no matter how others try to downplay them, it doesn't change your worth. Remember that these attitudes say more about their insecurities than about you. A well-known Bible story that shows someone being underestimated is David and Goliath. When David stepped up to face Goliath, many people, including King Saul, doubted him because he was young and inexperienced. They underestimated David, thinking he had no chance against the giant. Even David's brothers tried to discourage him, saying he was just a shepherd and shouldn't get involved in the warrior business. But David proved them all wrong by defeating Goliath with a simple stone, showing that his abilities and faith were much greater than people thought. These instances illustrate how, even when others try to downplay or undervalue someone's potential, it doesn't alter their true worth or destiny. It's crucial to maintain faith in your abilities and chosen path, much like David and Joseph did, even when faced with discouragement. Another frustrating behavior you might encounter is when people hold you responsible for their issues. This can occur unexpectedly, often from those close to you, like a partner, friend, or family member. When these individuals face challenges they can't resolve or don't want to own up to, they may shift the blame onto you. For instance, after an argument, someone might place all the responsibility on you, even if the disagreement isn't related to your actions. Or they might twist a simple suggestion from you, viewing it as the source of all their frustration. This behavior typically stems from an inability to handle their problems. Since you have a strong presence, you become an easy target for this blame shifting. These people might suggest that you're the reason something went wrong or that you're responsible for a missed opportunity, even when the true cause is far from being your fault. They avoid admitting that their own mistakes or inaction are the real culprits. Often, this attitude arises from feelings of jealousy and insecurity. When they see your success, they feel uncomfortable with their shortcomings, and by blaming you, they attempt to undermine your confidence and ease their dissatisfaction. This behavior is common among those struggling with low self-esteem who need to bring others down to feel better about themselves. A biblical example is Joseph's story, whose brothers blamed him for their jealousy and resentment, leading them to take extreme actions against him. They tried to get rid of Joseph, not because of his actions, but because they couldn't accept the special qualities that they lacked. In such situations, these people aim to avoid confronting their flaws and failures by projecting everything onto them. Therefore, dear friends, being recognized as someone special comes with challenges and unexpected behaviors from those around you. While it's gratifying to be noticed for your unique energy and purpose, it can also attract envy, competition, and even unfair accusations. Those around you might struggle to handle your presence, resulting in reactions that can be frustrating and unsettling. It's important to understand that these reactions usually reflect their insecurities and internal struggles, not something about you. Dealing with these situations gracefully yet firmly is crucial. Set clear boundaries when necessary and never lose sight of your true self. Remember, your uniqueness is a gift, not a burden. While it may attract challenging behaviors from others, it also positions you to make a significant impact. Stay true to your path, maintain your integrity, and don't let others' reactions deter you from your purpose. Your special qualities are meant to shine, even when others try to dim your light. Welcome the good things and chances that come your way, but don't let others' bad vibes get to you. Your special journey is full of meaning and strength. Keep shining your light and let your inner power guide you through tough times. Move ahead with faith, knowing your path matters and your unique energy is a gift to the world. To those who feel this calling, please share your stories in the comments, not just as personal tales, but as proof of God's work in your lives. Take on this calling with humility and bravery because you're part of the divine story and one of its key storytellers. May your journey be blessed, and may you inspire many others to see and embrace the divine gifts in their own lives. If this message touched you and you're ready for more, write part 2 below.